After sweeping the Cardinals, winning 5 consecutive series, being 8 games over 500 and the third best record in the American League, vibes are off the charts with this Blue Jays team. But going into the series against Philly, we had a feeling it was going to be tough, right? They're a very good ball club over there. Really great offense. Some really great pitchers. You saw one today in Ranger Suarez, who was absolutely dynamite. And then you have Sanchez tomorrow, and then you have, Zach Wheeler in the finale on Sunday afternoon. This team is damn good. They're one of the better teams in the National League. They haven't been playing like it recently. But Kevin Gausman wasn't great. But regardless of him not being any good, you're never going to beat a team 0 to -1. It's never going to happen. Physically impossible. Therefore, 0 runs on 5 hits is not going to cut it. Now, I'm not going to sit here and overreact. Because again, they had won 5 straight series and had won 3 in a row, and they've been kicking every team's teeth in recently. So having a stinker is bound to happen at some point. The only issue is, and I was about to say, and if you watch the Tik Tok, I mentioned, baseball's a sport where you play every day, so you can bounce back the next day and people forget about the previous game pretty quickly. And again, you can lose 1-0, you can lose 8-0, it really doesn't matter. But in the end, Bowden Francis gets a start tomorrow. It's not good. So, you may have lost your chance to win your 6th straight series. But hey, baseball's crazy. Who knows what the hell's going to happen tomorrow. But doesn't look good on paper. Regardless of that, got to talk about this one. Kevin Gausman, as I mentioned, wasn't very good, right? Only went 5 innings, only allowed 4 hits. But problem is, lost the command. Walked 4 guys, allowed 4 earned runs, struck out 7, but allowed 1 homer. Problem? 3-run shot. And it was in the second inning, that 4-run second inning that made the Jays go down 4-0. And I think we all, happy with the Jays and the comebacks and the never give up attitude and this and that. You're down 4-0 with a very good pitcher on the other side on the road. It's going to be tough. And it was enough to beat the Jays 8-0 in Philly as the Jays record falls to 38-31 on the season. But you know what? I'm not going to sit here and overdo it. Because I look at the stats, and I look at Vladdy going 0 for 3 with a strikeout, and I'm like, okay, now he's only hitting 275, 379 on base. The OPS is below 800 now on the season. Bo Bichette went 0 for 4 with a punch-out in this game. Not good there. When your best 2 players combine 0 for 7 with 2 punch-outs, it's not going to go very well. Now, Alejandro Kirk just keeps hitting. He went 2 for 4 in the ball game. Ernie went 1 for Barger, 1 for Davis Schneider, went 1 for and walked once. Guess, you know what they all have in what the theme is, though? They were all singles. Not one extra base hit from the Blue Jays today. 5 hits, 7 strikeouts, walked 3 times. That's the extent of the Blue Jays offense. It wasn't any good. They never showed any compete. And look, again, those games are going to happen, but what you can't do is allow prolonged losing streaks now. Good teams and great teams find ways to bounce back. Now, it's tough with the pitching matchup tomorrow, but your offense comes to play, who knows what'll happen. And it's going to be a tough one. So, regardless, you got to come to play. Bullpen-wise, Mason Fluharty went an inning, allowed 3 hits and an earned run and got a strikeout. It's not very good for him. Braden Fisher, though, he continues to raise some eyebrows. He went a clean inning, no base runners, and struck out 2 guys. And then Eric Swanson went out there and the gift that keeps on giving crap. Inning of work, 3 hits, a walk, 3 earned runs, didn't strike anybody out. He's got an ERA north of 9, a whip of almost 2. It's been no good for Eric Swanson in his short time up this season. And we're at a point now where DFA candidates are going to start happening. Right? Guys like Nick Sandlin will be coming back. Braden Fisher's done outstanding. Do you DFA a Chad Green? Do you DFA an Eric Swanson? Do you kind of rip the Band-Aid off with those couple of guys? We'll see. But guys have earned their spot. And Braden Fisher, again, very limited sample size, right? With the inning he pitched today, it's only 15 in the third. But 15 in the third with 21 strikeouts, an ERA sub 3, a whip of a sub 1. He's been good. Other than, I think it was that one opener outing that he had, I think it was. Where was that? Right, against Oakland, the Athletics. We went an inning and a third, allowed 4 hits and 5 runs, 2 homers. Other than that, he hasn't allowed a run as a Blue Jay. So there's no reason to DFA him or send him down, or what, he's got options probably. Also, you want to bring your best players on the field, right? You can't sit here and tell me he's not one of your better players right now out of the bullpen. You just can't. Eric Swanson's going out there in the ninth, or in the bottom of the 8th inning of an 8-0, it was a 5-0 ball game, and he proceeds to allow 3 more. It's not competitive. It's not good enough. But we'll see what happens moving forward. And as I mentioned, Game 2 is tomorrow at 4:05 in Philly. Bowden Francis versus Christopher Sanchez. The same matchup that we saw last time they were in Toronto. And did it go very well for Bowden and the Blue Jays? No. It went actually really awful as they got their absolute teeth kicked in. What was the final of that game? 8-3. And it was it was 7-0 after the second inning. Bowden went an inning and 2/3, allowed 7 hits, 7 runs, and walked 2. I believe he allowed a couple homers as well. That was his last outing, and Christopher Sanchez diced up the Blue Jays. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Again, baseball's a crazy sport. Who the hell knows what we're going to see, all right? I'm going to wrap it up there. It's late. I'm tired. End of the work week. I'm done. You know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the game, hit that like button to appreciate it. The subscribe button, you guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game? For the Toronto Blue Jays, Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below as well. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. I will talk to you guys, of course, Jays edition, very short, or not very shortly, well, tomorrow. Jays and Phillies, Game 2 of this 3-game series at Citizens Bank Park. I'm assuming it's still called Citizens Bank Park. It is in Philly. Christopher Sanchez, Bowden Francis, 4:05 first pitch. Let's see how it goes. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And then, not the game today. Talk to you guys then.